Hello mga guys, good morning sa inyong lahat. Narito pong muli ang inyong kasangga, Dion Filiartos ng info.that at ang panibagong araw na ito ay gawa ng Diyos at nagpapasalamat ako sa Diyos dahil po sa kalakasan at buhay na patuloy niyong pinagkakalob sa akin. So for today's video is a continuation of wala na pong series to mga guys. As long as I have gathered information regarding sa COVID-19, no? The pandemic disease, no? Happens every 100 years or 1 century, ay patuloy po ako maghahatid ng mga information, no? But before that, bago ko ipagpatuloy yan, ay nais ko munang anyayahan sa inyo, ang lahat sa inyo na makakapanood ng video ito, na mag-subscribe po kayo kung hindi pa po kayo nakasubscribe sa channel ko, nakasubscribe, so sorry kung nabubulol ako, and then nakapag nag-likes and comments, and i-share na rin po sa inyong mga kaibigan, no, na ang information na kailangan ninyong malaman is, kailangan nating magkaroon ng tawag nating awareness, no? So sa araw na ito, excuse me, kakain ko lang kaya medyo ang tawag dyan, ano nga tawag dyan, hindi ko alam kasi sa Tagalog yan, palibasa kasi Bisaya tayo. So ayan guys, so before na magpatuloy tayo sa ating discussion about doon sa COVID-19, no, the pandemic disease, no, happens every 100 years or 1 century. I take it away muna tayo because I want to pause for a break. So guys, stay tuned. So good morning guys, andito muli ako. Bumalik na po ako ulit. Okay, so guys, as a continuation of our discussion for today's video, no, I have gathered some information, no, because as I always browsing my phone, I have important news, no, to bring to you again, for you to be aware or to be updated, no, kung anong mga nangyayari ngayon sa panahon ngayon, no? So guys, stay tuned lang po tayo sa aking channel, and before that, just subscribe before continue, and okay, like, comments, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Okay, so I have gathered some information guys, no? I have gathered some information para po may madala po ako sa inyo. So pinagtagpi-tagpi ko yung mga balita na aking nakakalap, no? O kaya yung mga importanteng mga news na akin pong nakakalap every day, because as an individual, I have also observing what is the updates and the latest, no, na mga balita tungkol po sa pandemic disease na yan, na coronavirus. Okay, so I have prepared some recommended actions, no, actions before and after the pandemic, or ito yung tinatawag nating epidemya, epidemic, pandemic, yan, pandemic disease, no? So, para po tayo maging aware, kailangan magkaroon po tayo ng tinatawag na planning. So, I have brought 5 points, no, to be discussed today, no? So, 5 recommended actions before, during, and after the pandemic, no, happens. Okay, number one po, no? Planning and coordination. So ano po ang napapaloob dito sa planning and coordination? Ano po ito, mga guys? So I just want to elaborate a little bit, no? Just for you to be informed, no, of what to do. Okay, so planning is the number 1 recommended action before, during, or after the pandemic. So this means that this is to provide leadership, no, and coordination across sectors. Ibig sabihin, mag-a-apply tayo o magpo-provide tayo ng mga actions na gagawin during, or before, or after, no? So, kailangan yung lahat ng sektora ng gobyerno ay magkakaroon po ng tinatawag na coordination, no? Magko-coordinate yung bawat ahensya ng gobyerno para po mapag-usapan at yung pag-deploy ng lahat ng mga tao na kailangan doon sa senaryo, especially kapag during, let's say during, nangyayari na. So we should have as a people of that particular community let us have some leaders, no, to lead the people to implement rules and regulations, no? And this is the important aspect, no, to integrate pandemic preparedness, no, into national emergency. So this is not only for, you know, a small community, but national. So sa buong bansa yan, no? Kasi mag-umpisa muna yan sa isang lugar. And then habang ang tao po ay na-infect po, at saka hindi po niya nanonotice na na-infect siya, patuloy po siyang pumupunta kung saan-saang lugar, and then he mingled with, you know, other people without knowing it that he or she already infected, and he or she passes the viruses, no, with another person without noticing it. So be prepared. So that's why this 5 recommended action before, during, and after the pandemic is recommended, no? And number 2 na po tayo, guys. Number 2, monitoring of the situation and assessment. Ayan. Number 2, monitoring and, you know, the situation and assessment. So it means that this is to collect and interpret, disseminate, or information of risk on the risk of pandemic. Ito yung pag-disseminate, no, ng mga information doon sa mga tao bago pa mangyari, no, before it occurs, no? And then monitor the infection agent and its capacity to cause disease. So kailangan pag-aralan kung gaano ba ka grabe or ka strong, no, ang virus na ito to infect a certain person, no? So kailangan magkaroon po ng study, no, about sa pandemic na yan na nangyari on how to cause disease in the humans, no? So we are humans, so we are prone, no, to this particular pandemic disease, which is virus or coronavirus. Okay, so before it spread it out, so you should have to be, or the authority must be monitoring the situation, no? And or disseminate information, mag-disseminate, spread out yung mga information to the whole community, no? At kung saan pa yung kailangan, no, na kailangan magkaroon sila ng kaalaman, no? And we should have to know the characteristic of this particular pandemic disease, which is the virus, because our enemy cannot be seen. So we should have to be aware of it. Okay? So, and so this is also investigate and evaluate outbreaks. So magkaroon po tayo ng mga investigations, no, and evaluate the situation if this is this influenza or virus begins to circulate, no? Kung anong kailangan diyan para malaman po natin. We have doctors, we have the DOH, we have the Department of Health, not just to monitor what is the current situation about the you know, the influenza, no? Kung gaano pa ka-effective, no, ang kailangan natin ng measures na maibigay, no, in response to that particular problem. Okay, so that is number 2, no, number 2. So number 3 na po tayo, number 3, guys. Now it is about number 3, reducing the spread of disease. Okay, so reducing, so it means that depends on the significant upon the increasing the social distance between people. Okay. So para maiwasan po natin yung pagkalat, no, o mabawasan yung pagkalat ng sakit, no, depende po yun sa kung gaano siya kahalaga, no, para po mabawasan. So anong gagawin natin? No? Magkaroon po tayo ng tinatawag nating avoidance, prevention. Prevent. Before it happens, you should have to prevent, because there is no such thing, no, without any prevention. Magsisi ka man, no, huli na. So before it happens, you should have to prevent first before you take some, you know, actions. What if you are already infected? What if you can't recover? That is the big question. So we personal, no, must have our own personal concern No? Not only to ourselves, but also to the other people. Pag sinabi ng government na, do not go outside the house, please stay for the all days and durations that the government implementing. No? Kahit gaano pa yung katagal, 1 month or 2 months. No? Basta ang importante, wala namang mamamatay kapag kumain ka lang ng lugaw sa loob. Okay? Ang importante, sumusunod po tayo sa panukalang batas ng mga otoridad or government because mas sila yung binigyan ng otoridad para i-control po yung mga tao. No? Because they think of the safety of the public. Okay? As being a public servant. Okay? Their priority is to keep safe the people. Okay? So ayan, no? Reducing the spread out of disease is depends on the significantly upon the increasing of social distance between people. No? It measures such, individual households, yan, include yan, yung ating individual household. Pag sinabi ng authority, wag na kayong lumabas kasi the more na lumalabas kayo, pumunta kayo sa mga parties, pumunta kayo sa mga malls, sa mga palengke, no? You didn't even notice kung sino po yung mga tao nakasalamuha mo and then yet, na-infect na pala kayo. No? And then yung household, no? Magkaroon po tayo ng tinatawag nating precautionary measures, no? And also the societal level measures. No? So, this means the societal measures, so ibig sabihin, this is between the community, no? And the international travel measures. Ayan, no? That is involved of reducing the spread of disease. No? So, magkaroon po tayo ng awareness dyan, no? Ayan. So, ano pa? Individual household level measures include risk of communication, individual hygiene, and personal protection. Kaya magkaroon din po tayo mga gear. Wear your mask. While every time you eat, wash your hands with soap. And also wear your gloves. No? Okay? And then, personal hygiene is very important. Okay? Always wash or disinfect your hands with the alcohol or hand sanitizers. Okay? So, that's it. No? Okay? So, about the social level measures naman is applied to societies and communities rather than individuals or families. Yes. This measure requires the behavioral charge or change. So, kung gusto mo maligtas ka or maiwas ka, kailangan baguhin mo sarili mo. You should have to follow the rules and regulations that the local government has implemented in their particular community. Okay? We should have to listen because if you don't listen, you will be in danger. You will put to danger. Why? Because of what we call the hard-headed attitude. Okay? So, another one is the international travel measures. This aims to delay the entry of pandemic. So kaya nagkakaroon po tayo ng total lockdown and we didn't even operate the airports. No, we closed the airports, also the port, and then the terminals now by air, by sea, and by land. So hindi po tayo magalit mga guys because this is for our good, for our own good. Because the government wants the safety of the Filipino people, or even not only the Filipino people, but all over the world, because this is not only happen here in the Philippines. It is happen all around the globe, especially the Italy. They are not taking action and they are only ignoring what is COVID-19 is all about. They're just laughing at, they are just laughing to those news that is spreading out. They are just only ignoring that. They said, sabi nila, there is no, it's just the science fiction, no? And nothing to do with us. Sabi nila, science fiction, it's just only like a movie. No. So see, hindi sila nakinig. Yung Prime Minister hindi nakinig sa Italy. And then yung pinakamataas na official ng Department of Health sa Italy, they ignore the news and the copy of such information sent to their government and yet they are ignoring it. And then look at them now. So they have big numbers of victims and affected and every day as I heard, no, that they have 600 to 800 persons died in this pandemic. Yun po, ang ini-ignore lang po yung mga news na yun po ang nagiging result. Kasi nga po, mataas po ang pride nila O ngayon anong ginagawa? Ngayon pa lang sila nag-total lockdown. Samantalang ang China naka-recover na. Because the government is totally and forcefully implemented the rules of the authority from the government. That all establishments, all corporations, all the factory, no, they closed. Even the banks, the malls, the supermarkets, they closed. And you can see anybody outside the house for 1.5 months. See? Naka-recover sila kaagad. Because they follow the rules. So we Filipino are hard-headed. We're just only going parties, going there, going to and fro. And then many people are saying, oh, it's so boring in my house. So I want to go outside and then see my friends having some, drink session or something like that. See? Okay, so that's why nagkaroon po ng total lockdown. Ito po ay before, during, and after. Okay, so the pharmaceutical intervention, yung pag-join, no, o pakipag-collab ng pharmaceutical intervention is to prevent. No, without them you cannot do this because they are the authority and know what is the situation going on. No, so this prevent or treat influenza, no, encompasses a range of approaches. So gaano na ba ito katindi? Nandito na ba ito? O infected na ba ang mga tao? So they know, or they knew the situation because they are the one who is responsible to monitor this particular problem, no, that occurs especially during the crisis. Okay, so I hope that everybody can get some, information and awareness. And to be aware, yeah. So that's why I discussed this, because I want to be involved in this problem. And whatever help I can give, I do. No, as long as I can. Okay, so I use this platform for me to help my Filipino countrymen. So I have my channel, and I have my subscribers, I have my viewers, so they can spread the news, they can spread the information, that they heard in this channel, no? So it can help, guys. It can help. Okay, so meron na tayong meron akong tatlong binigay. So we are now in number 4. So health system. Health system, yeah, health system. So it will need to provide health care. Ayan. So nagpa-planning tayo. Nagpa-planning, ano ba yan? Nagpa-planning and coordination, monitoring of the situation and assessment, reducing the spread of disease, and then number 4 is health system. It is the way wherein we are to provide health care services while attending to the influx of patients with influenza illness. So what do you mean by this influx? Influx means, an arrival or entry of large number of people. Meaning, yung pagdami at pagkalat ng mga taong nagkakaroon po ng sakit. No, yung mga not 100% infected but affected. Why? So that is the way where we are going to learn and know why the situation is, how worse is the situation. So we should have the knowledge and the wisdom while we are facing this particular problem, not only a certain community, but globally, guys. Everybody is concerned. And everybody is responsible. Now, for the safety of everybody also. Okay, guys, I hope you should listen to this discussion. Okay, so this means to provide health care while attending the influx, no? So health, no, yung Department of Health or health facilities will need, no? Yung mga health facilities natin, kailangan po ito, no? Para yung ma-control yung pagdami o yung tinatawag nating control the measures to protect healthcare workers, patients, and visitors. So itong mga healthcare facilities na to can help, no, everybody. No, Ito yung mga sa frontliners, kailangan magkaroon kayo ng kumpletong gear po, mga doctors natin, nurses natin, yung ating mga authorities and yes, and they are in the frontliners. They are the one who assist now the public. They are guiding the public into good situation, and then yung mga paghihirap nila, the public didn't even give them value, and they are always, sometimes some other people are quarreling. They are yes, quarreling. Even the authority, the policemen, the armed forces of the Philippines are involved in this problem, because some other people doesn't even listen, though the government given the order, and yet they are not following, because they are hard-headed. That is the nature of the Filipino. Sometimes it is hurting to accept truth. Well, the truth is hurting. Okay, so what we're going to do, the government cannot solve this problem without the cooperation of the public. We are all concerned in this problem, not only the government. Do not rely your safety to the government. Do your share. So what is the order of the government? What is the order of the authority? You should have to stay in the house. Do not worry about what you eat. The important there is the safety of your family and you yourself. You can eat lugaw, you can eat something, para makasurvive lang. What to eat is not the problem. The problem is when you are already infected with that pandemic diseases which you cannot survive. So you're lucky if you recover. But if not, you can't recover. So you have nothing to do with it, right? So we shouldn't follow. Okay, so I have given you 4, and now we are number 5. The very important planning, planning, recommended action, is the communication before and after the pandemic is to provide the extra or the exchange or relevant information with the public. So before and after and during, we should have to communicate the government, the authority, the barangay officials, the healthcare units, in the barangay, and the municipal healthcare units, like the health center in your particular area. We should have to communicate if there is some cases wherein the people are, some cases wherein in your community has the complaint, some individuals are complaining, they are suffering from a cough or whatsoever, and that is one of the symptoms of, you are prone or you are near to be infected. So we should have to communicate very early, during, or after it's very late. So we should have ahead, communicate ahead. It should be based on the 5 principles of outline of the given by the WHO or the World Health Organization outbreak. So communication planning. Number 1, communication planning and guide. Ito po yun, Ito po ang outbreak guidelines ng WHO or World Health Organization. Number 2 is planning. Number 1 is planning. Number 2 is trust. Number 3 is transparency. Number 4 is announcing early. And number 5 is listening. So very important, guys. Listening to the authority and what the rules being implemented. You should have to listen and follow. Okay, guys, don't be silly. Wag mong matigas ang ulo, because this is your safety. They are prioritizing the safety of the public, of the community. So please be responsible citizens of your particular community, and even to the whole country of the Philippines. Okay, so guys, I hope you do listen to the order of the authority. Okay, so transparency. Okay, so communication planning guide of WHO's outbreak, planning, trust, transparency, announcing early, and listening. So, sa planning, planuhin natin. Magkaroon tayo ng tiwala. Magkaroon tayo ng hayagan, transparency. magkaroon tayo ng pagbabalita ng mas maaga bago pa mahuli ang lahat. At ang importante po dyan, makinig po tayo mga guys. Okay? Makinig po tayo. So, communication response is for the public health emergency. Yes. So, we have a core elements of, pandemic influenza. Now, so, communication core. So, this is the core of pandemic influenza communication. Okay, number 1. So, I just want to read it to you, for you to be aware. Okay, so, please listen carefully and you should have to keen listener. You should have to be a keen listener. Okay, number 1, to maintain and build public trust in public health authorities before and during after the influenza patients or pandemic, I should say. Number 2, to support coordination and efficient use of limited resources among local, national, regional, and international public health partners. This is the core communication, And number 3, to provide relevant public health information to the public to support vulnerable population having the information they need to make well-informed decision. Okay, so everybody's concerned about this. So number 4, to take appropriate action to protect the health and safety. And sino? Tasa lang ba natin yun sa government? No, everybody is concerned. Okay, and last but not least, to minimize social and economic disruption. Okay, so disruption means disturbance, or problem which interrupt an event or activity or process. So para po ma-stop po ito mga guys, yung ganitong mga pangyayari, makinig po tayo guys sa mga authority. Makinig po tayo. This is for our own safety. So I have given you information and this is very important. It's up to you if you follow that or not. Okay guys. So thank you very much for today's vlog. I hope na nabigyan ko kayo ng additional information. And then if you have some comments regarding this discussion, so you can comment down below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because every time I upload the video, I updated po kayo. And then this is the continuation of the vlog that I have done during this emergency cases like this. I never put any some serious number. As long as I can give you the latest and the additional awareness of information to everybody, so I will give you this. So salamat po sa inyong pakikinig. Kung medyo may pandagdag po kayo ng mga information, you can comment down below so that everybody or those people who are browsing this channel, and then they will go to the comment section and they will find that some sort of additional information that you can give. So please do not hesitate to comment down below, and then before you close this video don't forget to subscribe beyond vlog.tv. Okay, so guys, hanggang sa susunod, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Maghatid po ako sa inyo uli ng isang magandang balita na para po sa ikabubuti po ng bawat isa. Ang ito lang po ang masasabi ko sa inyo. Huwag po tayong mawalan ng pag-asa, guys. Laban lang po tayo. This is a kind of trials that God has given us, para at least ma-train po tayo to come to Him and ask forgiveness for what we have done in our daily lives. So sana po stay humble, and then always pray to God, and always positive, and trust God, because God knows everything or whatever things that is best for you and me and for everybody. So take it away guys. Take it away. Bye-bye.